I'm sharing this Dvar Torah from my porch in Campstone, Bnei Akiva Camp near Cleveland, Ohio, where we are spending our 30th summer trying to educate these children towards love for Eretz Yisrael. And I want to talk about a point that I think about that comes right from this week's Parsha, where we mention Benot Slavchad again, these 5 daughters of Slavchad that show us a love of Eretz Yisrael. Their names were once again Machla, Tirza, Chagla, Milka, and Noah. They came forward before to ask for Nachala, and Moshe gave it to them. Hashem said they can have Nachala, they can have an inheritance, they can have a piece of land. And now they show up again in this week's Parsha nervous that when they get land and they marry into another Shevet, then the land will go to the next Shevet, and they don't want to lose it in their Shevet. And again, Moshe makes a rule from Hashem, a new mitzvah, that they can only marry within their shevet so that they keep the land. And what's interesting about these girls is every time this family is mentioned, and every time this request is brought up, their lineage gets traced all the way back to Yosef, okay? So it happened a few weeks ago when it was first mentioned, and now it's happening again. When it comes up in this week's Parsha, we read that the elders, Vayikrevu Rashei Ha'avot Lemishpachat Bnei Gilad Ben Machir Ben Menashe Mimishpachot Bnei Yosef. The elders come, not the girls themselves this time, and their names are mentioned at the end, but the elders come, and again, this lineage is mentioned all the way back to Yosef. And maybe you want to say the father, the grandfather, but once you say Menashe, we know it's Yosef. So why do we keep bringing up Yosef? Why is it important who their great-great-grandfather was? And I think the answer is because this was a man who lived in Galut. Yosef spent most of his life in Galut, and he was able to pass on a love for Eretz Yisrael, a love for the homeland to his children, and it kept going. And that love went on and on to these girls who wanted a piece of land, who were afraid to lose the piece of land. This is a man, Yosef, who at the end of his life begged and made sure that everybody would promise that he would be buried back in Eretz Yisrael. So may we continue to teach and preach about our love for the homeland, and to all the children that are in Galut, may we educate them to want to come home, and may we be successful, and that everyone return home soon. Shabbat Shalom.